The next day, Satome and Sesha woke up earlier than Rady and greeted Dariel, who was working today. Then they knocked on Rady's door to wake her up. When Rady opened the door to her room, she delirious as usual like this. Rady must always have a sword with her when she's delirious like this. Then Satome reminds Rady that they are staying over at Dariel's house. Rady suddenly came to her senses and immediately changed her clothes in 5 seconds. After that, Rady says that she and her friends came to Lux Village for 2 purposes. One of them is a mithril weapon. So Rady asked Dariel to show the blacksmith in Lux Village. Then Anvil explained to Dariel that mithril was new to them. Because of that, Anvil believes that Dariel can guide them to Lux Village. When they arrived at the blacksmith, Rady and her friends were amazed by the mithril and weapons there. Dariel explained that mithril was a different material from iron, so every adventurer could feel the power of mithril when they used it with spell aura. Well, even though Dariel said that, when Satome tried out the mithril sword, she sighed like she was doing something. At first, Rady wanted to try the sword, but Sesha used it first. Because of that, Rady wanted to speed up her order for mithril weapons. Then Dariel introduced a man named Sakai. He is the #1 blacksmith in Lux Village. Sakai is a smith's apprentice and inherited smith's skills long ago. Even Sakai has learned 48 special manners from Smith, and this is one of them.
Sakai-kunは手を握ってオーラを判別するんです。いい子だね。
After Rady's spell aura check was finished, Rady wanted to discuss her next purpose with Dariel. By the way, Gishida also got there to ask Sakai to make a new mithril arrow. Rady had been searching for a strong and suitably qualified adventurer for a long time, but she couldn't find the adventurer yet. Rady needs one more adventurer to defeat the Demon Lord. Hero quest conditions must have 4 party members. After hearing that, Gishida would help Rady find a strong adventurer that matched her qualifications. Then Gishida and Anvil made an open selection of adventurers. The adventurers are very proud to be able to take part in this selection. Anvil is thrilled that a special adventurer will soon be able to join the heroes' party. Rady was a little irritated that they were getting too excited like that. Fighting a demon lord is not something to be underestimated. Dariel apologizes to Rady as this is a natural reaction for adventurers meeting a hero like Rady for the first time. After all, they were excited because they wanted to fight the Demon Lord. Satome says that if the Demon Lord is killed, the Central Guild will give Rady's party a huge bounty. Then Rady says that all the adventurers will fight Rady's party at once. Meanwhile, Rady's party will use wooden weapons and household furniture. Rady's party was disappointed that they again did not get qualified adventurers. But suddenly, there was an arrow from afar that attacked Rady. Of course, Rady was able to avoid it and immediately approached the adventurer. Geshida failed to become part of the hero's party. He was very sad because he had disappointed Dariel. But Dariel didn't mind that because Geshida had grown much stronger than before. Geshida is a B-rank adventurer, the strongest adventurer, and the pride of Lux Village. Of course, Rady felt something strange when she just heard Dariel's words. Because of that, Rady wanted to duel Dariel now. I explained first before their fight started. Rady previously wanted to use her immense power against Geshida, but her power was stopped by Dariel suddenly using an apple. Dariel actually knows the power that will be released by Rady just now, so he purposely threw the apple with spell aura really hard, so Rady wouldn't let out her power. Back to the story. Dariel said that he had retired from the adventurer profession, so he wouldn't fight Rady. Of course, Rady didn't care and immediately attacked Dariel. Rady is very amazed by the strength that Dariel possesses. Because of that, Rady and her friends invite Dariel to the party. They had been looking for a strong adventurer like Dariel for a long time. Of course, Dariel turned them down because he had a job in this village. At night, Dariel had just come home and was warmly welcomed by his beloved wife. Then Dariel helped Marika to give milk to Grand. Meanwhile, Marika was preparing dinner, but Grand is very fussy and always crying because he doesn't want to bottle milk. He prefers to drink milk directly from Marika's boobs. Dariel understood his son's wish because he was also liked Marika's boobs. Then Dariel really wanted to drink Grand's bottle milk because fresh milk is his energy every night. But when Dariel wants to drink it,
レディ様、何か。
Rady's party hasn't rested yet, and Rady is still stubborn about inviting Dariel to join her party. Then Dariel apologizes because he can't accept Rady's offer. Dariel has a lot of work and activities to do. For example, the painting of Dariel's family was made by Gashida in this house. Gashida promised to make the painting once a year. Marika also wants to see Grand grow up with the family painting. Dariel also wants to see Grand's growth. Not only that, but there are many other things that Dariel has to work on. Repairing household equipment, hunting monsters, supervising village activities, caring for parents, etc. Of course, Rady was confused because the duty to defeat the Demon King was the primary duty of humans. Dariel says he will do nothing more and still wants to be in this village. After hearing that, Rady doesn't give up on asking Dariel again later. She wanted Dariel to join the party to defeat the Demon Lord. After Rady and her friends went to their respective rooms, Dariel was still thinking about Rizit's words at that time. Doroi is very worried about Dariel and hopes that Dariel will return to the Demon Nation. The story goes back to when Doroi invited Dariel to drink tea in the Demon City. Doroi deliberately helped Dariel's work, because Dariel was exemplary in the Demon King's army. After all, Doroi wanted to see the smiles of the citizens and didn't want to lose her empathy for them. Doroi said that she and Dariel had to keep the peace in this demon nation. The story returns to the present. Dariel wouldn't be able to kill the Demon Lord because he grew up in the Demon Nation.
ご飯にしましょう。
The next day, Rady wants to follow where Dariel goes and works. Satome also joins Rady because Satome is bored at the inn. Rady and Satome saw that Dariel was very busy from morning to night, starting from hunting monsters, repairing broken village fences, cleaning the new Lux Village Adventurers Guild, cheering up nervous Sakai when serving customers, etc.
正解。帰るか。
At night, Satome and Rady talked alone in the room as usual. Satome said that she was in awe of Dariel for being able to do routine activities like that every day. After chatting with Satome, Rady wants to have an important talk with Dariel at midnight. Rady asked, "How can you have the same abilities as my teacher?" Dariel had defeated Rady in the previous match and used a high-level move belonging to Rady's teacher named Alanziel, a hero before Rady. Only one person can use that move, and Rady is very surprised when Dariel is able to use it. In Dariel's mind, he just found out that it was a hero's high-level move. He simply imitated what he had seen when the hero was fighting the Demon King's army. Then Dariel reasoned to Rady that he was only imitating Rady's previous move. Even Dariel didn't know that the move he was using was a high-level move. Of course, Rady grew more curious and annoyed with Dariel.
勇者の太刀筋さえも平気で読める腕前なのに。
Then Dariel explains to Rady that fighting against demons is pointless. The Demon Nation is only doing defense. The Demon Nation won't do anything if the hero doesn't attack. Then Rady told Dariel about Alanziel. The Demon Nation once attacked Alanziel's village and family. Due to that, Alanziel attacked the Demon King's castle and managed to kill one of the 4 heavenly kings. Dariel reasons that he once fought the Demon King's army when he wanted to take over the Mithril mines. The Demon King's army didn't dare to kill the Knockers because they were civil servants. Dariel doesn't want any more wars and doesn't want to attack or be attacked by any side. He stays in this village because he has a family. This is important to him. Even any nation has a family that must be protected. After hearing that, Rady said that Dariel was too kind of a person. Then Rady begs Dariel to be her teacher because no one else is stronger than Dariel. In Dariel's mind, Rady's request was a loss for the Demon King, But Dariel also had an advantage. He could stop Rady from killing the Demon King bit by bit. Opportunities to interact with Rady will also be much more frequent than usual. This could be a guarantee for Dariel to stop Rady's wish. By the way, Dariel thought like this while looking at Rady's boobs. That's big for a teenager, but Dariel still prefers Marika's bigger boobs to Rady's. Then Dariel accepts Rady's wish, and from now on, Dariel will be the teacher who will train Rady continuously.
よろしい戻るぞ
At the Demon King's castle, Doroi is confused because Bashubaza hasn't reported anything for a long time. Even Zebiantist also disappeared somewhere, even though Doroi wanted to tell her to look for Dariel using wind magic in various areas. Doroi has been trying to find Dariel for a long time, but she hasn't found any leads yet. A few days later, Rizit visited Dariel's house as usual after trading Mithril. Of course, Rizit brought lots of magical souvenirs and toys for Grand. Dariel had been waiting for him since this morning, and when they entered the house, suddenly, someone was watching them from a distance. It turned out that she was Zebiantist, who had followed Rizit since this morning.
お宝見つけちゃったのだわ